Hi, beloved. Welcome to a channeled message that is maybe meant to reach you. Please use the brain that God gave you to discern. If this is appearing to you on my YouTube, this is my extended version. It's a channeled message and a tarot reading. If this is just on TikTok, it is merely just a channeled message. But welcome regardless. I'm really happy to have you. What your life looks like now is preparing you for launch. It's nothing for what will come in just moments. In just moments. So take the time for yourself. Be reasonable. If you are to thrive and not merely survive, how would that look? So this is a couple journal prompts for you if you choose. Where in your life are you merely surviving? You can reflect. Where in your life are you thriving? If you are to take accurate inventory of your life, you have to know both, the yin and the yang. Not just pay attention to only the good or pay attention to only what you want to be better. Be in gratitude for the places in your life which you are thriving. Be realistic, not convincing. Now, I received a comment on my YouTube that said positivity is not toxic. There's no such thing as toxic positivity. There is, and I'm going to explain what I mean by that. Be realistic and not convincing. It's okay for us to have a positive mindset, but toxic positivity would say basically, for example, I knew somebody that was in a severe eating disorder and was on the brink of death, and every time I saw them they would say, but it's okay, it's all good, like, we're getting through it, this is awesome, like, this is life, like, we just gotta keep going. Like, that is toxic positivity. It's okay to say, I'm not doing well, I'm struggling with an eating disorder, I need help. There's nothing wrong with that. You can be positive about the truth. You could say, oh, now that I'm getting help for an eating disorder, things are going to be looking up, and I got to take it one day at a time, and I just got to be intentional and just know that I deserve help and I deserve life. But it's not being in an active eating disorder and being like, it's all good, and then being like, positivity isn't toxic. Like, that mindset, it So be realistic, not convincing, about where in your life you are thriving. Don't try to convince yourself if you don't feel that way. Think back to the answered prayers which are being lived now, which is beautiful. Now, for the areas of your life where you are merely surviving, look back over that list and where you are merely surviving and watch God transform all those things in this year. I also heard for some of you in this month. Shit, congratulations. Be thorough and honest. God will not touch what you refuse to acknowledge. From your journal to God's desk, make sure you surrender them to the divine. Once you have released, keep your mind free from expectations. Just know that God will provide. Don't worry about the how, the when, just know that it will happen. Empty efforts no more. You reap what you sow. So your instruction is to continue to sow and water your aspiration and vibrations. Do your best and let God do the rest. Worry about today and let God handle yesterday and tomorrow. And I also wrote, Michigan may be significant, 231, life path 5. Whatever, please take what resonates and leave what does not. And now I'm going to go into a broader message. 231. It's kind of like, it's like 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, but it's out of order. I just saw 4, 4, 4. So you are divinely protected from harm's way. You have to know this. You have to believe this. You have to remind yourself of this. It's not about believing without fact. To look over your life and look how much you've come through and how much protection and favor has been over your life, and use that as proof that you are protected. But right now it's about embracing self-expression. So you may have been walking through life with your head down, and now it's time to straighten your posture and look up, and just, even if you don't feel like you deserve to be visible and embraced or expressive because of your doubts and your limitations, that's okay. Just still pour into yourself, because there is still a part of you that believes that you are worthy. So it's about feeling the fear and doing it anyway. Courage is fear that has said its prayer. So make sure you're walking, of course, with the assistance of Spirit, the Heavenly Assistance Program. Listen to your intuition as well. There might be something like a gut feeling, or just don't know, like something just doesn't feel right about moving forward with a step, or about, I don't know, like accepting a job, or going to an event, or I don't know what it is. Like something doesn't feel right. Like you just feel like, I don't know, like I know I want to put myself out there, but something doesn't feel right. So it's also about trusting your intuition. Be expressive. Be you, but also be discerning. Be aware. Check with your feelings. You're a very highly spiritual being, and your feelings are important. 5 is also life path. 5 is like, this can apply for everybody watching this video. Is like freedom, adventure, change. Those are your birthrights. These are the things you crave: adventure and freedom and change. And there is change happening in your life, and freedom is here. Okay, I also heard the storm has passed. Okay, because I'm seeing like just so many ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs in your life, especially the last 2 years. You heard that long honking? Confirmation, like you can say that again. The storm has passed. The storm has passed. Alf Mabruk, Alf Mabruk. Change is here, and presence is here. Now let's pull some cards for you. I see you kind of waving a white flag to life, surrendering. This surrender to God is going to be the best thing that you can do right now. You don't have to worry about tomorrow or yesterday. You can just worry about what you got to do today. Oh, okay. First and foremost, there's a lot of opinions. There's various opinions around you. So this is heavy on you trusting your intuition at this time. Okay? You understanding and knowing that you are needing to, at the end of the day, acknowledge that this is your life. And this being your life means that you get to make the final decision. It's important for you to take a leap of faith based off of how you feel, and from that empowered place, rather than doing something because you feel like others expect that of you, or feel like that's the way that you're supposed to do. I hope this is making sense for somebody. The 2 of Cups with the 2 of Pentacles in reversed. Right now, it's about focusing on what is in alignment. There's no more need for you to juggle. There's no more need for you to hustle. Okay, so maybe that feeling of not taking that job, or not going to that event, or not taking on some type of responsibility or commitment is because your spirit knows that done are the days where you have to overextend yourself. Done are the days where you leave yourself to burnout. And now it's about like being aligned, okay, in partnership with yourself, and not really working against yourself. So I'm seeing freedom of indoctrination, of fear, of dogma. So I'm seeing with the Emperor, this could be a father figure or just a masculine energy, the patriarchy, say, that is telling you that basically the best that you can do is working at the bottom of the totem pole. Like, it's just heavy emphasis on, like, it's like a boomer mindset. I'm hearing a boomer mindset where, they were able to buy homes much easier than people can purchase homes today. They were able to operate a family off of a one income. There was a one income household per family. Like, could be like, it could be that, but that's no longer what it is. And I'm seeing that there's a lack. Okay, and there's no more like that hustling or that working. It worked for them because it worked for them at that time, but we're no longer living in back then. And the people that have lived back then are also don't have to be faulted. That's their experience, and that's all they know from that time in their life. But they also got to learn, they got to grow, and they got to move with the roll with the punches. There's one thing that life is, and it's constant change, and I'm sure they can relate to their parents not understanding them, or the generations before not understanding them. So it's time for you to let go of, I mean, this is another divine feminine um, confirmation that it's time to let go, it's time to move away. But right now, what I'm seeing is that you are being guided to just sit in the boat and let kind of God do the steering in whatever way that means for you, okay? Um, God is directing your head. Just make sure that you keep your head forward. So I'm seeing now, rather than your head being down, your head can be forward, okay? Um, and it's you just regaining control of your life, but also knowing just the yin and the yang. Like, how can I rest and also be in control of my life? How can I not take on the burdens of a lifetime in one moment? Um, it's just right now, it's a moment of transition. It's being in God's waiting room, and it's a pain in the ass because we like to know answers. We want answers now, today. We wanted answers yesterday, actually. But that's not what's happening right now. Let's see what the future is for you. The Lovers. So again, this is confirmation. Maybe some of you are talking to somebody new. Okay, this is for some, not for all, but this person is coming in hot, and there's gonna be a lot of fruition to this new life. And this is another confirmation. Like, maybe you found a job or you have an opportunity, don't take the job. Like, I don't know why this is saying that, but it's a missed opportunity. um I see you kind of choosing yourself. It's a choice. The Lover's card is a choice, and it's you choosing to love yourself. 1313 was on the clock. It's a missed opportunity. Judgment in reverse with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Is it Spirit? Is it Holy Spirit? Is it meaning like a lack of judgment? Like them not taking the job because it's a lack of judgment? I don't know. Let's see what 1313 says and reveal what that means. It's an activation number. It's a new cycle. Self-leadership, creative emergence. So this is your confirmation maybe for entrepreneurship. Um, you're not walking alone. You have guides, ancestors, angels backing the transformation. So it's a death and rebirth energy, rebuilding from truth, intuition, and spirit. Becoming your own lantern instead of hiding your light. So what I'm seeing is that it's a missed financial opportunity because it doesn't align with your highest self and your highest purpose. So maybe it's you taking charge of that, and you understanding that that choice is actually aligned with your highest timeline, and this is honking confirmation. So just trust your intuition at this time. It is sharp, it is royal, it is sound. Oh, with the freeness in my chest that I feel. It is sharp, it is royal, it is sound. And it is a true leader's decision. You're leading yourself into some of the best days of your life because you're finally choosing yourself. There's so many honking confirmations today. It's loud. Okay, so let's see. Let's pick a healing mantra. 15:15 on the clock. These two just came out. Befriending pain and illuminating the truth. Let's see. 15:15. Befriending pain. When discomfort becomes a friend, my most limiting beliefs are healed. So that's solidifying that toxic positivity that I was speaking about. It's about befriending pain. It's not, there's nothing negative about being real, about our feelings and our situation. Illuminating the truth. I am willing to see things clearly, no matter the outcome. And let's see what else. Rewiring the nervous system. Wow, this is really aligned. I find strength in surviving my traumas. So I did do a reading, a channeled message about trauma the other day. That was on my channel. I think it's called "You're a Rose in the Dark." So check that out if you'd like. 15:15 means the change you want is happening now. Participate in it. So just lead, move forward, even if it doesn't make sense to you or those about you. Just make sure that you keep opinions at bay and you just really understand that they are opinions. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, and some are not as pretty as others. You know, some are more beautiful than others. Just be mindful. Be mindful. Freedom and personal agency, liberation, choosing your own life, your own voice, your own spiritual rhythm without shrinking to fit. So I'm hearing, you know, in a world filled with reggaeton and banda and hip hop and jazz and swing and God knows the various ways of dance, you are going to be inviting a new rhythm. And it's on beat. It's just never been heard before. And that's your confirmation, okay? Affirmation. أتغير بالروح وأتقد وأتقدم بالعقل السليم. بالعقل السليم. Shit, that's a lot. That's a mouthful. I transform through spirit and I move forward with a sound mind. I probably butchered the motherfucking shit out of that, but I tried and that's my best. And I'm gonna let God do the rest. All the love.